but like I know that that's not
It's
a
starting,
name
it's
you want
starting,
out
it's
there.
starting. Oh, fuck, I gotta change the name again!
Yeah,
That's fine. That's
it's
fine. But
fine.
yeah, if
People make these mistakes. It's
people
just
can
like we didn't
identify.
want you to have like personally
Part
identifiable
4.
stuff out there.
Yeah, we didn't want people other. Yeah, we didn't want other people to be able to identify you over the internet.
Yeah. I mean, actually, I kind of
Yeah,
know
okay,
all
we can stop
that.
talking about that now. It's starting.
Yeah. Oh,
Stream is actually
Hey.
going.
alright, we're streaming again. Well, we kind of had to delete the first 20 minutes or so of the stream.
Yeah, now we're
So
in a
we turned
castle.
invisible to rob Edinburgh Castle. Well, Edinburgh Castle. We found a lady manual which allows us to force femme or party members, I believe.
Everything happened at once, so...
Yeah, everything happens. If you want to take a break, like we're already running late, nobody cares.
No, I'm
If I
doing
recall, I don't know.
it.
I don't know if it's this game. Might be a later one, but I think that there was an old man at the the shrine. What's the shrine where you change your job?
Yeah, that shrine of place farts.
It's called the Job
Okay.
Center.
Hold on, let me check. I can...
I do recall there was an old man who turns into a little girl
Changing...
in one of the Dragon
Good for
Quests.
her.
Dharma Shrine. Fucking
That's it.
posting fucks. Anyway. Now we got the smoke monster up our ass.
Alright, I'll need to edit the links.
I don't want to re-link it. God fucking damn it. Everything's went wrong. I don't care if YouTube, like, you know, shadow bans me because I put the word fuck in the fucking description, but fuck. I don't fucking care.
Yeah, you swear once and they take you off YouTube forever, but anything else, fair game.
Slurs are perfectly fine.
Yeah, they're encouraged. You draw those helpful engagement statistics.
Fuck.
Even if it's people disliking every video.
Oh, well, they removed the dislike bar.
Well, they say that, but every video I'm looking at, I see one. Is this just some sort of...
I'll be fair, I don't expect competency from YouTube.
Yep.
Where am I?
And we're live again with this, the 4th restart of the stream. Nah, I'll stop.
I'll slap you.
Yep, reach across the internet and slap me.
And
Try
try the-
Indian people called the
Don't you have that button? Don't you have that button?
The slap?
I'm looking at it.
This is the slap noise
The reach into
button.
the screen. Yeah. No. The reach into the screen and slap someone else button.
Yeah, if that button existed, like, it would have stopped working because we would have used it so much.
And this is during the day I killed myself in SMT Nocturne by casting a wind spell on an enemy that repels wind. Oh, you're gonna die. Like, the elf queen I'm gonna kill because she's a monster. These people I'm just gonna kill because they're rude to me.
Are we the monsters?
No.
Are we the baddies?
I love how these people know this fact.
Yeah, breaking into your house to rearrange the boulders in your basement to get a prize.
Let's see.
I feel like maybe the next game that we stream, we should either have like one that more than one of us knows, or that like someone can be the one looking up these things for you.
Do you know
What does delegate
Banjo-Kazooie?
do?
Because I'm gonna stream Banjo-Kazooie.
Banjo-Kazooie,
next.
hell yeah!
I love Banjo-Kazooie.
I will give you so much Banjo-Kazooie
Eek-em-bokem.
lore. Yeah.
Eek-em bokem.
I will just have a soundboard to the Jinjo noise. Jinjo! And just spam it at random times to annoy you. I'll play just far ahead of you. So I can, you know, give you slightly off advice. Nah, I actually will try and help you. Now do the boulder thing.
Yeah, I'm just looking up the puzzle. Okay. Move this one up one space. One.
No, it's one of
Two.
these. Mm. You need to push that one down.
One space.
One across.
1, 2.
Yeah, it's easy enough from there. Push that middle one up, I think.
3. I'm looking up, like I
Then
said.
you go under the one on the left, push it up to the right twice, and then up again. This is like a comparatively easy one of these. There's a game called Live a Live. Yeah, Live a Live. That's one. There's a like Toho ROM hack for, and like the mini game in that is just increasingly complicated versions of this one puzzle. Anyway, you push this one up all the way to the left.
Sukaban, isn't it?
Sukaban, that's the name. Then up to the right, and it's done.
This was in
one less than
freaking.
that. I didn't know you
This
could
was in
actually push
NetHack,
them into
wasn't
the water. Oh no.
Ugh.
It's not hard.
Freaking
puzzle, though.
NetHack.
Yeah, probably.
So do I?
I want to say it was.
I have
I
to.
say it was. Huh?
Okay.
So Sokoban was in NetHack, of all things,
Yep.
and that was an old, really old,
Yeah.
roguelike.
it's Really.
They're
old.
still making updates of it, but it first came out in 1987.
like when I talk about really old games, it's mostly stuff like on the Amiga, slightly after that time. Right, there we go.
Ugh. Fucking love things.
It better not be a mimic. Forced to. Oh, no wonder it was easy. It's a plot-related thing.
Finding a shrunken shrine. Sunken shrine.
You can hear me, right?
Yes.
We can hear you.
You hear me?
We
Okay,
hear
good,
you.
good.
Do you hear us?
Hope to God.
Yeah. So.
We got
over on
Ange
the-
Band.
Hmm? Sorry, what did you say?
Darkness lamp.
From Rogue. We got all the roguelike games. And I was just listening.
Oh, god damn it. Ah, fuck it. Don't care.
He's destroyed time.
Argue. I would argue that the Japanese mystery dungeon games are A.A. Fushigi no Dungeon, also from Rogue.
Sure.
Sure.
Like you're saying you would
Most
argue,
of
but I'm
them
just going, yeah,
Developed
okay.
by Chunsoft. Sorry. So when was I'm just one of the first mystery dungeon game was actually a spin-off of Dragon Quest Dragon Quest 4, Torneko's Great Adventure. Torneko's Great Adventure Mystery Dungeon was the actual title.
Yeah.
And that was
the Pokemon
1993.
Mystery Dungeon games far down the line were kind of descended from that. Hence the name.
And then the first game that wasn't really a spin-off of anything was Shiren the Wanderer. That was around 95, 96.
Ugh. Okay. We sure are going south for the winter. Man of War. I love those guys.
Yeah, it's lovely slimes. Shooby-doo, shooby-doo. Come and join the sea slimes when you're in distress. If the else can be slimes, simply signal SOS.
Left, left, right, left.
Does that really do exist? All Portuguese don't in there to really fish.
Boy. This is getting annoying.
And they have a sting, power enough to kill fish, and have none. And they've been to kill humans.
Yes, yes, we've all heard of the Portuguese Man o' War. Ironically, I probably first heard that in reference to the game Man o' War from Games Workshop, which it kind of wasn't really around anymore by the time I'd heard of it.
Did the game refer to the fish or the boat? Because the
Probably
fish's
the
name is a
boat.
reference to the boat.
Yeah, because it was a like naval battle game set in the Warhammer universe.
Yeah.
Battlefleet Gothic survived, Man o' War did not.
Oh, for fuck's sake. There we go. That one just decided to not die for fucking ever. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Demonetized.
Oh,
All that sweet, sweet YouTube money.
Oh yeah, I care about that so much. I'm so fucking angry about stuff.
You realize we support you, right?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, let's throw it. Would have been hilarious if all the ocean just disappeared. This is gonna cost us. Hey.
Yeah, all the ocean just gone, like that one episode of Steven Universe.
It's a good thing there's no lasting repercussions for that.
Go get my lunch or dinner out of the oven. I'm gonna be away from keyboard.
Small metal.
Enjoy your food.
Your fruit. Uh-huh.
Honestly, he's saying that as if, you know, we're not late to the stream because we were all having dinner.
Guy is Neville. Long bottom. Yeah, we got the final key. Huh.
The Final Fantasy key.
You usually just paste those out. But we're not quite halfway through the main game and we got the final key. Smart glasses.
Oh, smart glasses.
Ninja
Glasses
suit.
can make us smart.
Yep, increases wisdom. Where is... Wonder where Kitty Cat her went.
Hmm?
Uh, last thing she said was her family was being late with the food.
We've all got stuff going on with food tonight, I guess.
Speaking of food,
Today for you.
I need like money for food so that I can have food on Thanksgiving. Never mind about that actually. Being a dumb butt. Fucking everything is happening so much.
Yeah.
Today is not a good day for me. And we gotta go to jail.
For our many crimes against the earth?
That and the jail has treasures in it. A lot of them. Almost want to do it. Hey, sup? There's a castle where the Dragon Queen lives. Yes, that's
Dragon Queen.
That's what we've been questing for this whole time. Okay. Okay, got monies. I didn't notice you opening the prison doors. What is this anyway? Oh, right, a dungeon from earlier, whatever. Who cares? Gotta go to... Oh, I guess I... Spell return Romilly. Assassin Dagger and Spell Shield. Ah, god damn it. Who needs this? No one. Who needs this? No one. So how was your day today?
Kind of weird. My managers, well, everyone higher up than me in the company basically, kind of suck at delegating. So I was basically there going, hey, I kind of need to do work, and they kept going, yeah, we'll get it to you eventually. Anyway, I spent most of the day not actually having anything assigned to me, just digging through code for weird, obscure bugs nobody cares about. So I did get stuff done, it's just nothing productive. And the thing is, they told me this ahead of time. I would just say, hey, I'll take that as a day off, I don't care. But nope. I have to be sitting in front of my computer at all times just in case. I do actually have next week off, which is going to make me annoyed when they inevitably start me on something on Friday. And yes, I am kind of backloading my holidays because I literally forgot to take them for half the year. Oh, we have a kitty cat herder with us.
Howdy.
Yay.
Puss, 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 puss.
So I had a revelation, kitty cat herder.
Yeah?
You started as a thief, you're twisted, and you're female.
Mhm.
You're not this Joker, you're Catwoman.
I mean,
Nice.
you are Catwoman.
Is Catwoman twisted? Does
It depends on the portrayal, really.
True. Does Catwoman live in a society though?
Like, Batman
Yes.
Returns, she is absolutely twisted. She is brought back to life by some kind of cat magic and has to be killed 9 times.
Except not
Most
really.
of the time, she's just a jewel thief.
Yeah.
Batman
Sometimes she's
Returns
played
is-
by Halle Berry. Those are the bad times.
Batman Returns.
Yeah.
Batman Returns was pretty weird.
Yeah, that
And
was Tim Burton.
honestly, all of those Batman movies were weird.
Which
In
honestly,
retrospect,
yeah.
they wouldn't have expected it. I respect it, but they were weird movies.
Yeah. That said, I do really enjoy like those, and okay, I enjoy how kind of like campy they are, especially because it's like your movie about Batman, which there's a lot to be said about Batman, but at a point you kind of have to like, it's understandable to kind of like poke at it a bit because just be campy, especially since like Adam West's Batman was incredibly campy, and it's just like have fun with it. Like Ice to Meet You Batman, and like from what was that, 90s I think, like 90s early 2000s.
90s, when we had Arnold Schwarzenegger playing Mr. Freeze, and the thing is, right, he doesn't like. He's not a good actor, right?
Yeah.
He was like a very strong guy. He had something of a stage presence, but he was not an actor. Like, no one anyway.
What the fuck?
But they still managed to actually make Mr. Freeze work as a character just because the backstory that had been made for him in Batman the Animated Series of his wife being frozen, and that being his whole like motivation is out of love, keeping her frozen until he has the cure for her disease. Like, that is still such like a powerful backstory for him that it is what he's known as nowadays.
I think that was like Batman animated first.
Yes, it was in Batman the Animated Series first. That's where the first portrayal of Mr. Freeze as specifically a scientist working to save the life of his frozen wife, who was cryogenically frozen for whatever reason. Right? Everything else about him, like before then, he was
Plotitis.
just. Oh,
No, that's not it.
I'm sorry. What?
Yes, his wife had plotitis.
Yeah.
He was literally fridged. Okay.
Yeah. But at least, you know, there's the slim chance that she could be brought back, unlike most
Ugh.
fridged wives.
God
But-
damn it.
Yeah, you know, God, Batman the Animated Series did a lot of heavy lifting for the Batman series, honestly. Like, we got Harley Quinn out of it.
Yeah, we got like the iconic Harley Quinn costume as well, the actual Harley Quinn one.
Yeah.
But she was created as a character for the animated series solely because to make a joke work, they needed the Joker to be talking to a specific character throughout the episode. And he just didn't have any henchmen like that before that point.
Yeah.
And honestly, I feel she's outgrown the Joker as a character at this point. When she's
really
in the
has.
hands of a good writer, you know?
Yeah.
And when she's gay,
Yes.
let's not beat her in the bitch.
Yeah, it's great that, you know,
Yeah.
she's outgrown the Joker and, like, had this whole kind of arc of, like, trying to live, you know, go past, you know, live past that experience and whatnot. And it's like, yeah, tight.
Yeah, it's like the Joker is massively overused. They could shelf the character for years at this point, and it still would not make a dent in that.
Absolutely. Just every, you know, especially with weirdos who are like, I'm totally like the Joker, says just some
Yeah.
guy who just
There's
chilling.
some guy who just vapes non-stop.
I'm just like him, and you know, and there's
And he
weird
got a
people.
temporary Twitter suspension because they actually couldn't ignore that his tweets were 90% slur by volume.
God.
And it's like, how awful do you have to be to get banned from Twitter for that? Have you seen what it's like? Are you on the same website?
Only 30 minutes in.
That-
Well, it
That's
would be more if that interruption didn't happen.
Oh, which interruption?
One you don't have to concern yourself about.
All right. Fair.
Yeah, basically we had to stop and start stream again. Because, honestly, for
It's
anyone
sorry.
watching this and wondering why there's a sudden jump between things, we kind of had to cut some stuff out.
Fair.
Like, nothing too, like, bizarre or anything. It's, like, not interesting, it's just we can use that. Anyway, yeah, the Joker.
Yeah,
The
this
Joker.
The Joker.
The film got exposed.
Heath
and
Ledger's The Joker.
The film got exposed and was unusable, so we had to just cut it out.
Yeah. But we were talking about Batman characters. It's still wild to me, like what all kind of came out of it and it stuck around, and the fact that, you know, to the generation that kind of grew up with it, that's like the defining Batman of just like, which is, you know, I still remember hearing, like, seeing someone talk about like some of the Batman media around that time of just like, you know, you go to the movies, you know, adults, and you see like Tim Burns Batman like dance, you know, with the Joker or whatever, like dance with the
Hey
devil in
kid,
the blue
you
moonlight,
ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
and then like the cartoons are like actual noir, and it's like, I don't like that, you know, some people are like very like kind of surprised by that, and I think that was a good choice because, like, you know, people, like, any audience doesn't like being, you know, talked down to.
Yeah, it absolutely
it helps.
does not talk down to the
Yeah.
audience.
Like, and I can understand not everyone appreciating like kind of like really campy Batman with like the nipple armor which is hilarious. But you know, just like it's very kind of camp, and just like over the top. And like I adore like over the top stories like that. So like I adore those, but like yeah, I know not everyone felt the same.
Yeah, like the thing that I will always defend of those Batman movies is like they had a design, an idea for Gotham, and they went for it. It's all like neon lights and on rooftops, statues looming over everything. It's got a real aesthetic to it. It changes a little between the movies, but within each of them, it's like it feels like an actual, admittedly extremely campy and over designed city.
Yeah.
Blimps with
And
floodlights.
somehow,
Yeah.
yeah,
You gotta have the blimps with floodlights.
yeah, and that's it's not that it feels real, it's that it feels like the setting like exists in itself. It's not, oh, this is just New York. This is Gotham. It's kind of hard to articulate.
Let's be
like-
fair.
Yeah?
And also, let's be absolutely fair. If the Joker ever tried his nonsense in actual New York, he would get shot.
Oh, absolutely.
That would actually be like a really funny one shot to do. Is just like the Joker goes to another city and they just like knife him or something. He's lying there bleeding out and oh, this sucks. And so the whole thing is the Joker trying to escape from that city and go back to Gotham, where, Batman's always like, oh, I can't attack the Joker, then I'll be like him. It's like everyone else is like, no. And this sucker stabs him or shoots him or what.
Joker tries to go to Detroit and like someone steals some of his his car or whatever, like can't have shit in Detroit. Sorry. I felt like I had to make that joke, but yeah. I have to say the whole Joker and the fact that there's even an alternate universe Batman that's like, oh, what if the Batman was also the Joker and he's a threat to the multiverse? And it's like they try so hard to make the Joker like put him into everything.
No. You're downplaying the stupidity of this one. Let me
Yeah.
explain to you. This is an alternative universe. One of the many. There's many parallel universes in DC. I don't care how many there are. Please don't correct me, or maybe do in comments just to drive up engagement.
God.
Anyway, some number of alternative universes, and in one of them, Batman wants to kill the Joker so badly, but he posits actually Joker Venom, which created the Joker, is concealed inside the Joker's heart, and whoever kills the Joker will become him. Upon the moment of his death, his heart will explode, shower him with venom, and turn him into the new Joker. This is not referenced in any other comic storyline before or since. This is something Batman explains with a straight face, and in that story, he guns down the Joker to stop him, I don't know, burning down an orphanage, let's say. I don't know. It's a bad story. Nobody's read. And the Joker's heart, of course, explodes, showers Batman in Joker venom, and he starts laughing as his face turns pale under the mask, and you get Joker Batman. And I don't know if that's the same Joker Batman as it is. It's threatening the multiverse. I hate multiverse stories.
Well, yeah, when it's just kind of there to just be a big thing and not treated. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah,
Gosh,
I
I
just
still-
find it very funny to hear about this whole Joker Venom thing and go, what?
I can't believe the Joker has Axe body spray located in his arm. Just a can of it set to explode. I forget. To be honest, I always forget that they're supposed to be like, oh, he fell into a vat of whatever. I just he's just like that. He's just like that. He's he's just he's just some guy who does fucked up shit and has a clown gimmick because clowns.
Well, aren't there
Sometimes he is.
there are some multiverses. I'm kidding you not. There are some multiverses where if Batman were to ever die, Joker turns into a normal person because he's some sort of cosmic mirror.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like, oh, metaphysically, he'll eventually like become sane because I'm imagining like he shoots Batman and immediately starts like anamorphing into a normal person, just on the spot. It's like in 4 frames of animation. And
Okay, so I'm looking
yeah.
for like. Oh my god, is that? I'm mad now because I tried looking for mini mail locations on like Google. Google wasn't telling me, and then I noticed at the bottom of the list I was looking at that Google has like a separate link for more specifically mini mail locations. Ugh, Google just became so much worse over time.
When they became a monopoly, that's what you get.
Because, like, I remember a few years ago doing this and it being easier to find the damn mini mails stuff.
It's when they it's when they dropped the "Don't be evil."
God,
The
I forgot about that.
the catchphrase.
Or the
Yeah,
clause
they
or
used to have
whatever.
that slogan, and they just went, "No, actually, we can be evil."
Yeah, which
It's cool
I-
when we do it.
yep. Because they're the the Joker, I guess. It's cool. God. Right. Oh yeah, recently I rewatched the Daikon 4 opening animation, which, and it's interesting seeing like what all gets referenced in there, especially some like what Western things get right.
I only meant to stay a while. Yeah, we all know
Yeah,
that song.
Oh, fuck.
yeah.
God damn it.
I need to link that in music or whatever, uh, on the Discord, but in case anyone hasn't. But yeah, no, that's such a fun animation. I think it was by Gainax, like before
Yes.
they became big. Oh,
Way
then again,
back in the day, that
way
was
back.
like their first. I don't actually know if it was their first real thing, but it was like.
That's the one with the bunny
in the
girl
early
that
days.
beat
Yes.
everybody
It's one
up,
with the
right?
bunny girl riding like the radish, or is it
Um,
radish?
The first,
Daikon is.
yeah, the Daikon's a type of radish. Like,
Yeah.
first, there's a young girl who is going around in a jetpack with a cup of water, you know, fighting off all these different, like, mecha or whatever, trying to stop her, and Godzilla, and, you know, puts water on it, and then it becomes a big spaceship, and she goes aboard, and then, like, I think, like, either the second year, or maybe it's still part of the same video, like, it's, like, years later, like, she's now older and a bunny girl, and she flies around
her.
riding on the sword, fighting like Gundams
Yeah.
and doing
There's
cool
like,
stuff like that.
oh yeah, here's Darth Vader, here's Dr. Nazo, here's.
Yeah,
I only know who Dr. Nazo is because that whole Golden Skull clip someone posted of the absolutely baffling movie, and then going on like a deep dive of what that cartoon actually was. Yeah, but it's mostly like just sci-fi
Yeah.
iconic stuff of the time or
Yeah, just,
before it, and it just
you know, having a lightsaber battle with Darth Vader.
yeah, it's just going through a bunch of sci-fi scenes. I've seen one which is like the same concept, but going through all of Gainax's work. But on the other hand, yeah,
Like, I know Superman, Batman was in there, and like, there's a lot of
it's
They fit a lot
anything
in
that
there.
was a big name sci-fi thing at any point in the last like few decades before then. Yeah,
Speaking of baffling things,
sure.
I linked like that thing about in the Discord. I linked a thing talking about the Super Nanny fanon wiki.
I haven't listened to it yet, but yeah, I saw the description.
Oh, it just gets so detached from anything even remotely to do with Super Nanny that it just becomes this
Sorry, what chat did you
weird
link this in?
shitpost
I-
dimensions.
Ah, yeah.
It
I
just
still hate that name.
too bad it's staying. It just becomes like this.
My protest is the title is just that is not what they are. Oh, it's one of these, yeah.
Yeah.
It just becomes its own like wrestling anime weirdness.
But still episodes of Super Nanny, right?
They're called episodes, but like I guess they're in seasons. But I guess they're like chapters of fanfic, and like
Oh no, they're not chapters of fanfiction. They are summaries of fanfiction that the author of those pages has never actually written but thinks should exist. There's a whole thing in fanon wikis, it's like that. It's summarizing things that don't exist, kind of thing.
yeah, basically, and like so for like a certain not allowed things, but there was like one not allowed thing where it's like you can't have like weird fake names. You can't have what's it? You can't have like weird. You can't have like imaginary creatures. You can't have like imaginary places, except they entirely do. They entirely do have weird names like this is an actual name that someone came up for their OC. The actual name is Children Deserve to Get Beaten Up or something like that. To eat shit and get beaten up.
Wow. I met a guy in college that named that one.
Yeah, it depends on where you are, but that's a common name.
Goodness.
It seems like
Once as a cop back in my hometown.
It's. Excuse me.
yeah.
It's Doctor. Children deserve to be beat up.
It was the name of the doctor, yes.
I think you'll find that that's actually Children Deserve to Be Beaten Up's monster. Doctor Children Deserve. Yeah.
Well, I can't find the damn thing, so I'm just gonna have to
Yeah.
look other places.
This is the weirdest cover of Dr. Beta I've ever heard.
I have to enter a travel gate to a shrine with 3 travel gates, so... according to this guide, I'm not sure how accurate this guide is, because this other guide that actually shows me where mini mells are with images is showing me different places for mini mells at certain mini mel numbers that this thing
This is why I cheat.
I should have grinded Kitty Cat her up so that she knows where hidden items are abilities before turning her into a sage.
I think she was like level 20, right? Oh, like
I
think-
think
yeah.
she was 1 level off.
I think she was level 20. Um, let me. I have a sugar kitty. Sorry, I had to move you off my desk because you're gonna complain and trying to bite me if I move my hands around you to type on the keyboard. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Forgive me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is an episode about accomplishing nothing.
But you know, we're hanging out. So I think it all
Hanging
it's
out
all
with
alright.
Yeah.
all of it out.
Yeah, I mean, I know at least one of you listens to Night Marinara,
Yeah.
and the whole, like, the Smurfs fanon wiki and the SpongeBob fanon wiki, where it has, like, descriptions of whole seasons of the show that are just actually, here are my OCs doing stuff, instead of, you know, written as fan fiction. But then it turns out the Smurf guy actually wrote novels, like, well, novel-length fan fiction about his OCs, so who knows?
I'd really rather not know about the Smurf guys'
Huh?
novels. If they're the same guy, I think they are.
It's not the horrible nursery one, it's Empath Smurf. The psychic guy who lives for hundreds of years and has all these ridiculous powers. There's a
I-
TV tropes page about it. I linked it in Night Marinara.
I kind of probably should do an episode with Night Marinara.
Honestly, if not for the fact that, you know, the main host doesn't actually care that much about video games.
I didn't say video games.
Huh? I
Or-
didn't say you would be doing an episode about video game creepypasta. I said I was going to say I would want to do an episode about video game creepypasta, and there's a bunch of ones I could bring up.
Krabus.
Kravis. Oh yeah, I was looking at the thief spell thing, and apparently it would be called Seek Out or Map Magic for show hidden treasure on screen. To see if Kitty has that one after this battle.
Yeah, okay. Oh dang it, I don't have any. Okay, spells are a little more complicated than attacking when it comes to enemies that die.
Enemies die when they are killed.
Shut up.
Ah, fucking increase.
Increase the decrease.
Increase the decrease.
Game is rude.
Yeah.
She cast a fireball and nothing happened.
Weird.
Yeah, that's why. Said it was complicated with spells. Alright, jerks. Do you have 3? This isn't what I wanted to go to.
Try looking that down.
Hold on.
Or I feel like it's a close island.
Luckseed. I found a Luckseed in this gravestone.
Yay!
Could have used that before you died, huh?
God.
I know, bitch.
Love demonetizing our videos.
To be fair, I don't think I ever let them be monetized.
Yeah, that's fair.
And mini metal.
Yep.
That'll just make the things more confusing. But yeah, I know some really bad creepypastas.
We all know bad creepypastas. A few of us know good creepypastas.
Impossible.
No, I'm saying few of us know. There just aren't that many.
Are there any?
A couple I would say are good, or given values are good. Pale Luna was pretty well written, but that's like a one-shot.
You know what? I actually have something to gripe about.
Yeah.
Semi-creepypasta related, but man. So you know Candle Cove, right?
Yeah.
Well, Slime Beast, who is a creepypasta guy and also an asshole, basically tried to like say that Candle Cove isn't good because it wasn't written like a traditional story.
A traditional story, huh?
Yeah.
Mm.
Love how traditional creepypastas are.
Yeah.
There was a show called, I think, Channel Zero, which basically mostly just adapted creepypasta.
Yeah.
And whilst their adaptation of Candle Cove kind of just dropped Candle Cove as a thing, like it could have been any TV show, it's still nice to see it on screen.
The actual they did like I think they did like do an on-screen show
Yeah,
of
they had episodes of Candle Cove going on, but it turns out that the like thing behind them could have used literally any show. It didn't matter that it was Candle Cove. There's nothing more sinister about the show itself.
Yeah, I do like
It's
how
just-
they
yeah.
did the actual show.
It was an alright season of the show.
I mean, like
It's
as in the Candle Cove show.
Oh yeah, it looked like, oh wow, that is Candle Cove, and then they didn't really do much of it. Which is a shame because, again, like, they absolutely nailed the look of it. I don't know about the other seasons of it because I haven't watched any of them. I believe one of them is an adaptation of Stairs in the Wood, or the full name of it is this really interminable Reddit thing, which sounds like an isekai title, basically. I worked as a park ranger for 20 years and I saw many strange things, including the following. Yeah, it just keeps going. But
The
that's
Stairs in the
there are
Woods
staircases. Oh,
The
sorry.
Stairs in the Woods thing is funny because the image they use, like, image they use reminds me of how stairs are in RPGs like this one.
Yeah. You see them
Oh,
all the time in
Kitty
Pokemon
learns Bang.
Mystery Dungeon.
Nice.
Bang. What you say?
But yeah, that's a hit everyone spell.
Yeah. it
Not
is.
just
And
a
since you're
group.
both sages, you both get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually really good to have.
So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, stairs in the woods. It's honestly like people who haven't lived nearby old forests like tend to get freaked out by that in a way that like I don't, because I grew up in a town where we were told, oh, you should never walk up like sets of stairs you find in the woods, and it's not because they're haunted. It's because the remains of buildings are falling apart, and if you go up them, you'll probably just fall on some rotten wood.
Yeah, it gotta be like a safety hazard.
Yeah,
And of course, that
Because-
missed most of the enemies.
Are they?
because
Oh
you
no.
would- no,
Oh, sorry. Keep going.
no, I had
Oh, I had no. I was just saying, like, oh, are these enemies immune to that type of damage and stuff? But no,
yeah,
just
they're all dead.
missed.
Love those sea slimes.
I hate it.
I love the design, but I hate that they cast increase so much
Yeah,
because it's just. Yeah, it just it's like fighting a Pokemon, that just keeps getting hardened or whatever. Where it's like you're just denying the inevitable. Please stop this.
Metapod.
It's like playing an SMT game and enemy gets the first turn and keeps casting Secunda on you and you can't hit it because of that.
Oh yeah, that decrease like accuracy and
Wild
agility.
Pidgey use Sand Attack.
I remember when I tried playing like Hard Gold or something, and just like a gym battle was like that. When it's like Pidgey, just hand attack.
Yeah, that's kind of the key to Nuzlocke runs, is just spam Sand Attack. Anything with that move is worth having on your team.
God.
It's time to kill things. Kill them with
Yeah.
magic because they were bad. They've
Kill
been
them with
bad.
fire.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, it misses a bunch.
Yeah. But no, honestly, if I could get on something like Night Marinara, I'd probably talk about like video game creepypastas about the Fallout games, because there's some really fascinating ones and some amazingly stupid ones that I could go into right away.
Nice.
Like the one where if you kill Free Dog and then jump through a bunch of weird in-game hoops about setting up radio stations, you can tune into a station and hear Free Dog reading out numbers, just like an old numbers station. And like he just reads numbers in a deadpan voice, but he'd clearly be Free Dog, even though you've killed him hours ago. And it would just be this eerie message, but when translated, it sheds new light upon the events of the Lincoln assassination for some reason.
It
Uh,
like
It
lists-
goes off in this, oh, it predicts the future as well, and this is the day the Queen will die. And you could have just left it at the number station thing, and it would have been really eerie, but also plausible.
Oh god damn it! This is.
As soon as you
Sorry?
start saying, oh yeah, this video game number station predicts celebrity deaths, I lose all faith in you as a writer.
The Simpsons. Dead Bart did that.
No. Dead Bart.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah,
Bas-
Dead Bart had exactly the same problem. It could, if it had ended like a paragraph or two earlier, it would be, huh, that was a weird story. That's kind of creepy, even if it's badly written. As soon as you have the, oh, it tells you the day that every celebrity will die, it's, what?
Including
What
the
are you
day
even
that.
doing?
Including some day in the future where suddenly the dates stop.
Yeah, all of them have the same date after a certain one.
Yeah,
And
I got it.
then there was a sequel to Dead Bart, which revealed that date, and it's in like 2013.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I remember when 2013 had like 50 consecutive
Mass
dude
celebrity
stays
death.
happen at the same time. Real mess to clean up.
Yep.
Yep.
Anyway, gotta turn on a light.
Yep. So one of the other Fallout ones I read was actually about Fallout 1. There's apparently like an irradiated vault in that game, far off in the corner of the map. You can never normally explore it. But the creepypasta purported that if you cheated to have it so that you'd have like unlimited radiation resistance, you wouldn't just get liquefied when you fast travel there. You could enter the vault, go down an elevator, and it turns out every NPC that has died in the game is down there, just waiting for you. Like, supposedly, you couldn't actually kill NPCs
Stop.
in game, yeah? It's a creepypasta, it's dumb as hell.
The actual place that
That's. Yeah, but the thing is, there are video games that have dead rooms.
There are, which is why, like, it's, yeah, actually,
Like
that's a
Ultima
fairly
7, The
plausible
Black
thing
Gate,
to
for
have in an
example.
old video game. is
Yes.
You can't permanently, like, you despawn characters, you just teleport them to a cell that the player can't reach, and they are now in the vault forever.
Weird.
And the thing is, it then goes into the obvious, oh yeah, and then it tells you when celebrities die, because all of these do. Every creepypasta.
Oh,
I don't know why.
God.
Like, I don't care about celebrities that much.
really,
Same.
because culture wants us to care about celebrities a ton.
Yeah, but oh yes, I guess real quick, I just want to say,
Celebrities want us
yeah,
to
celebrities.
hear about celebrities a lot.
Yeah. Oh yes, Abraham Lincoln. I wanted to bring that up because I noticed, because I'm still going through Fallout 3, and the game, like, there's a lot of like things in game, and also like NPCs who are really obsessed with Abraham Lincoln. I know there's like a whole quest about like giving some artifacts, like from like about
Oh
Abraham
yeah,
Lincoln.
there's the Lincoln Museum.
like, a
to get
slaver.
his
Yeah.
fake beard and his hat and his repeating revolver or whatever it is.
It was the rifle.
Yeah,
yeah.
it uses revolver ammo.
And a speech from his as well. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's like a whole thing, and it's like this game's really obsessed with like Lincoln for some reason,
Which
and only Lincoln.
And it's the one not about. Well, okay, they have them as a background thing, but it's the one not about robot slaves.
Yeah, I mean, even then, I find
For
it
normal
interesting.
slaves. In
Yeah.
Fallout 3, they had like slave calling.
Yeah, there's even a quest you could do to enslave people for some slavers. But yeah, it's like I find it interesting that they focus so much, or Bethesda decided to focus so much on Abraham Lincoln, but only Abraham Lincoln. You know, there's nothing about like Harriet Tubman or any like big name people that are like well known about in history that like helped actually free slaves during that era or anything. But only him, and
Fairness,
it's like
Fallout was always.
Mhm.
Fallout never got the old history right. Plus, the old history wasn't the same as ours.
Okay, I guess I'm
true,
just.
but it's still like, you know, I guess from a design point of like the developers who are only focusing on like Lincoln when like Abraham Lincoln kind of sucked. Like he still like hated black people, but
Yeah,
he wasn't
did
for
kinda
slavery. And also there was like some states in the Union that still had slavery. Like they you know they didn't rebel against and secede from the Union, so they get to keep their slaves. And it's like he wasn't completely against abolishing or completely for abolishing slavery, but he was like slavery kind of sucks actually, even if I don't like black people. Like I think even for the the proclamation that's like, oh, any states not in the Union, they like will free their slaves or whatever. I forget the name, Emancipation
Emancipation Proclamation.
Like,
Where
Like-
the fuck is?
even
You-
that
you-
one.
You remember in Fallout 3, all the slavers were black, and all the
Are-
slaves were white.
Yeah, that's actually
Oh
the
wait,
leader of the
really?
slaver faction want to destroy all of these Lincoln artifacts that you can bring to them is, yeah. It's meant to be ironic, but it just comes across as really stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. God. It's such a Fallout 3. Like, there's things that, I'm like, no, they had some good ideas. There's some interesting ideas. Others, like, you.
Yeah, I wouldn't pursue following the morality of Fallout too hard.
Bethesda certainly didn't.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting to ask you to check if Kitty has the seek out or map magic skill while on the field.
I know map magic exists in the Dragon Warrior Monsters series.
Thief
It's
knows.
just significantly less useful because the maps in that game tend to be, well, very small and self-contained, and they're randomly generated, so it's like, why would you bother?
Oh yeah.
Ah, fuck. So yeah, we don't have the skill.
Oh, weird. Okay, I thought Kitty was at level 20 to get that skill because I thought you had to be level 20 to change your class. But yeah. Oh well.
Level 20 or have the Sage Book,
Hmm.
and we had the Sage Book there.
We did have the Sage Book. Yeah. Oh well. We can get. Oh yeah, we're in. Are we in Fantasy
Fantasy Japan.
Japan? Yeah, it was Fantasy Japan. I kind of forgot it. Like, and you know. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotta. There's that shrine. I have to go up there.
What game am I thinking of with Fantasy China? Then again, it's probably a lot of games, but. God.
Yeah.
You know what? Real quick, I linked a clip that I took from a kind of podcast deal from a group called Asians Represent, and where they were
Oh, that.
kind of going over one of the D&D modules from like Second Edition, I believe, where it's like based on like Asia, and you know it was a really good video going over it and kind of talking about how you know the book talks about martial arts and like how weird it is in many aspects, but like one they were
Oh,
talking
is this
about
the
like
Oriental Adventures or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
it's like that.
yeah, they were talking about how in like in this one town apparently like everyone like you know the whole thing of, like oh all Asians know martial arts. There's like actual things in that book that's like playing that completely straight of oh everyone has to learn at least one discipline like like can you imagine just which is wild for one that's really dumb and racist but two can you actually imagine if there was a place where like literally everyone living there like that wasn't some like specifically a monastery or something where like every adult actually knows like martial arts though like so, that'd be buck wild.
Some form of
But
a nation where all its people are soldiers, stuff, something like that.
yeah, true. But also
Outer Heaven.
Oh,
CQC. But
but
oh yes, the thing that I still remembered the most from that I took a clip of was that there's
Everybody
mention.
was kung fu fighting.
God. But oh yes, Kung Fu. Yeah, like it was describing Kung Fu, right? Like oh, and people in this place use Kung Fu, and you know, kind of like weirdly isolating which regions use which martial arts, even though those tend to spread at times. But anyway, it was like oh, martial arts or like kung fu, and
In
it was
absolute fairness. Wait, stop. I gotta stop you. In absolute fairness, there are a lot of movies where it's no, karate is better than kung fu, and I will prove to you that kung fu is better than karate, and blah blah blah. So, and that's
true.
even from Asian movies.
Yeah, but oh yes, that kind of makes some sense of different like houses or groups that are like really focused on the one thing. But the main thing that I keep getting distracted about, but it was like talking about kung fu, right? And the kung fu, and then parentheses, to translate it, like the way of the open hand, and then it keeps going, blah blah blah. But then they're talking about it, and like one person's like, "Huh, that was really weird," until someone else mentions, like, "Wait a second, isn't that karate? The way of the open hand?"
Yes.
And they were like,
Te. Te
And-
meaning hand.
Yeah, and they all laughed about that, and it's like, wow, Wizards of the Coast. Alright, were there Wizards of
Wow,
the Coast
they
at the
can't
time?
even be racist
Yes.
wrong. They were Wizards of the Coast. Yeah, that's first
Yeah.
edition.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's what we were laughing about. It's like, is this more or less racist? That they were racist wrong. That it's like they have this translation that is
Go
for the
back
wrong.
to Russia.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, that reminds me of. I did watch like them do an edition that Gary Gygax himself worked on, along with two other white people. And Gygax is a piece of work himself, but the other two people are also racist. Anyway, yeah, it would be like.
Gygax, in retrospect, yes.
So it would. So if it was that one, then it would be TSR.
TSR is first and second edition. Then Wizards of the Coast bought it, and that's where you get. Well, Wizards of the Coast did 3rd edition, 3.5 edition, and I think everything after that, because they still have
Yep.
the rights to it.
Yeah, 5th edition.
Which I
And
only know because there's a fairly recent Magic the Gathering set, which is just D&D in Magic the Gathering. Literally like beholders and D20s and everything else you can jam in.
God, I mean, I know.
Just
Uh,
inspect every pot in the room.
Their
Yep, oh my
stash.
God.
Yeah. When you find the pot stash.
Oh, we got.
Now you have to check all of them.
Oh yeah. The thing is, there is only so many we can actually check, because some of them block the others. So it's not that many. Thinking about The Simpsons relaxes me. Mini mill? One I can
Yeah.
actually find.
Thanks.
Unlike the Wild Goose Chase this game gave me. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever got all the mini medals in the Dragon Quest I've played, because I didn't really.
Ah, human head!
What?
Ah.
Oh, a person. Yay, you. Yoey.
I beg you,
Going.
please release me. At least allow me to bid farewell to my home. Okay, same. Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Oh wait, yeah. I remember. I think I remember the plot to Fantasy Japan, and it's based off of some folklore, I think.
Yeah, if you played Okami, you know this first part is. The first part of that game is this part.
Yeah, they're being offered to.
Orochi.
Yeah, Hirochi. Yeah. Oh, moth powder is pretty good. I think that I forget what exactly that one does, but I know there's several neat like items in Dragon Quest III where it's like they kind of mimic spell effects or like basically inflict a status on like enemies. I forget if it's like a group. I think it's a group maybe, but I kept forgetting to use them. I know some of them are actually like pretty dang useful, like confusing enemies or slowing them down or whatever.
I'm glad a girl will be the next sacrifice. I was worried about my baby boy being chosen.
Damn.
Looking for an orb, you say? Oh, well then go. Then stop being a missionary, you jerk.
Oh wait, what? I was looking away for a second. What did he say? Oh. Oh. Delightful.
I should be allowed to stab him. But she regularly insists that we make sacrifices to Orochi.
Wait a second,
no.
I've read this story. It's Naruto.
God.
God. Naruto. Naruto has Orochimaru, but that's. Let's not go into Naruto.
Oh, you mean who's Naruto? You mean Boruto's dad?
Yes.
Ah. Oh no! Did saying Boruto's dad make? Oh no!
Anyway.
Time to do a stealth mission. And by stealth, I mean if anyone stops us, we attack them.
Thankfully not.
Thankfully not.
Nothing in the pot.
Okay, yeah, no, everyone's like, yo, we hate Arachi.
And also Himiko might be a fake.
Yeah.
Like that's what's being hinted at. With the whole, hey, you gotta sacrifice girls to Orochi.
Yeah.
And Andrew Dizzy is saying that he can't talk to us right now on voice chat. His connection's too bad. And
That's-
also pinged me to say this for some reason, so sure.
Yeah, that's fine. I think I'll off-screen those mini medals I was looking for. Small medals,
Yeah.
mini medals, whatever.
Slime metals. Whatever.
Shit.
Too bad the game doesn't have the casino though. Of just like get the slime tokens or whatever via the
Casino
power
in
of
11?
save. Huh?
The casino in 11?
I don't know. I haven't seen that one, but I know. I think 4 definitely has. I remember some NES games having the. I've only played up to 5. I haven't beaten 5 though, but I know 4 and 5 definitely have a casino that you can go to gladiator matches and like you have to use slime tokens that you exchange for like gold, but you can get like really useful prizes from them. I remember in 4 like getting some that like lasted me pretty well into the game because it's like, oh, here's a really powerful sword that you're expected to only be able to buy after a while of getting lucky at the casino and whatnot, but
super.
like states.
Recently, someone got supernatural powers. Yeah, they're like a monster clone.
Yeah. An imposter.
Sus.
Us.
They know. They know. Have we met before? Don't answer that. You have such strange clothing. You foreigners must have heard this country's dilemma. We won't be needing any help from the likes of you. I absolutely despise foreigners. Please leave this village at once. I am going. Okay, whatever. Oh, it sounds like it's gonna be a slog. Actually, we can just return to Dharma.
Nice.
And Gandalf the Great, and Gandalf the White, and Monty Python, and the Holy Grail's Black Knight, and Benito Mussolini, and the Blue Meanie, and Cowboy Curtis, and John Breed the Genie. Yeah, anyway. I don't know why we got the Ultimate Showdown lyrics in chat.
Neither do I.
The ultimate
Robocop,
showdown.
Terminator, Captain Kirk, Darth Vader, Lopan, Superman, every single
Oh god,
Terminator,
I
Bill
just
S.
remembered.
Preston, Theodore, Logan, Spock, The Rock, Doc Ock, and Hulk Hogan all came out of nowhere, lightning fast, and to kick Chuck Norris
I
in his
just-
cowboy ass. He deserves it.
Yeah, I just remembered, basically, I think, like, they reference low tax in that as well as, like, a positive thing.
God.
Yeah, he's burning in hell now. Low tax.
Oh right, I thought you said Lil Pan. I was like, what did he do to? Oh yeah, he stole all of those
Yeah.
women with green eyes to sacrifice to his dark demon gods or whatever.
I can't remember what you're referencing.
Lil Pan. He's
Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh,
yeah,
that,
he's
yeah.
the evil Chinese sorcerer guy from Big Trouble in Little China.
Okay.
With light coming out of his mouth.
Yeah.
This Lil Pan character jumps up to me. All those buddies were jumping around on the wires, cutting everybody to shreds. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the dance remix.
I need to watch that dance remix. I've never heard of it till now.
Speaking of remix,
Oh, hello.
welcome to Hell Temple.
Have you ever played Barkley Shut Up and Jam Gaiden?
Yes.
I've actually never been to the Death Hell Temple, but I listened to the song that plays there. And as soon as you said that, I just heard the distorted "Proud to be an American."
Yeah.
I know. Of just you have to make all the evil choices in that game, and if you die at the final location you go to, you can respawn or you appear at the Death Temple, where it's supposed to be like hell, and it plays a distorted kind of cover remix of Toby Keith's whatever "Proud to Be American" or whatever the fuck that song is called, which is pretty a great choice for going to hell, of that being the soundtrack.
Like
I mean,
Hell Death Temple is pretty funny because it's well, technically you could die as so. There is a point where you could die and you wouldn't be Barkley in as the lead, and that character would be in the Hell Temple, even though Barkley was making the decisions.
Huh. Pay this. Pay this. Pay for Barkley's sins.
Yeah, I don't think it's possible for his son to
You
be
say
in that
hate the
position.
sin, not the sinner, but well, here we are.
He learns
Gale's
Gale.
slow return.
Slow return.
Nice.
Oh, so you're the male people.
Gale slow return. Yeah. No, I can see why you'd say that'd be the male people. Or the male men. Oh yeah, male people. Right. Either works.
Oops. You found the all-knowing mask.
Is that
Yes.
another personality thing?
It's cursed.
Okay. That tracks.
Yeah, that's absurd defense, but it's of course cursed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when it jumps your defense by 200, it's cursed.
Unfortunately.
Oh man, I just got reminded. So you know how you were talking about Casino?
Yeah.
Basically, I'm reminded of in Proton John did an LP of this, but it's Super Adventure Island 3 or 4, I think? Yeah, anyway. There's like the sort of most powerful equipment in the game you have to like gamble at the casino for. Retain?
Retain?
I'm back.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Yep, this is old memories we've already seen before.
No, weird.
Oh, that's the original Oriental Adventures, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
The Gary Gygax one, being an advanced Dungeons and Dragons product, is 2nd edition. The one that I know is the 3rd edition one, which is
Still
many
not great.
years later and didn't have as much of an excuse. That's the one that is in the preview,
Yeah.
yeah, and PDF one.
This is some sort of sacrificial altar.
Yeah. The thing is, the Oriental Adventures one for 3rd edition, I believe used used a lot of text intended for Legend of the Five Rings based expansion, which that's its own can of worms. The Legend of the Five Rings was a kind of
What the fuck?
fantasy, like Asia thing. It was a fairly long-running card game. It get rebooted at one point into a living card game like Netrunner,
Oh.
but I believe it kind of completely flopped eventually, as most of these do due to their odd release schedules.
Fan of an old series called Way of the Tiger. But I'm afraid if anybody else read it, they would tell me, oh, that's racist. I'm not sure.
Yeah, with any media beyond a certain point in the past, you have to go, look, this is probably going to be hella racist. It's just, like, you have to acknowledge, yeah, this wasn't right even at the time, but that's what it was. And of course, a lot of this stuff is any RPG source book of anything about any Asian culture will inevitably become super racist in the most.
Well-
Yeah,
Well, oh yeah, you're talking about older ones. Yeah,
yeah.
because I was about to say
Newer
there's definitely
ones,
like ones
they're
written
better
by
than other
Asian
cultures.
people about their culture
Like,
and stuff.
it's
But
it's not
yeah,
just Asian ones. It's well, there's a White Wolf, like the people that made Vampire the Masquerade and Werewolf, the whatever it is. Like there's a supplement of that for playing as gypsies, as in traveling folk, as in yeah, the Roma. I believe
Yeah.
is the term that go by nowadays. Sorry if I have that wrong. I genuinely.
that is the term you're thinking
And
about. Yeah.
they went, oh yeah, they all secretly have magic powers, and that's why they were persecuted, and not, horrible
Oh.
racism. This is kind of an awkward subject. You probably shouldn't be covering it in, a supplement for your tabletop role-playing game.
Where
that
you
just
play as
treat-
vampires and shit.
Yeah. And that is not the most offensive one that White Wolf have ever put out,
God, horror.
which is
God, that
like
just
the
reminded
one
me.
that is probably the most offensive one that is just like completely like canned by everyone. Nobody uses it for any of their material for good reasons of taste. Was kind of based on the Holocaust.
What?
Yeah, you're going to think that's made up. It's not.
Goodness. Christ.
Yeah, that would be Charnel Houses of Europe.
Christ. No,
A
I don't.
1997 supplement for Wraith the Oblivion based on the Holocaust. And it's what? Like, I get you're trying to, like. I get what you're doing, but also please stop. And yeah, it is universally panned. People are like, no, this is just terrible for reasons of taste.
Like, why? No, I don't even want to ask why someone thought it was like an interesting idea, and maybe like, oh, if we attach our, put things with events in the real world, it'll make it more impactful. But it's like this, you have a game about playing like changelings and wizards and vampires and werewolves or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
and
you don't need to do that.
yeah, the thing is, like, every single World of Darkness supplement, I believe this was old World of Darkness, I may be incorrect. Doesn't say actually. But yeah, every single one of them basically says, oh yeah, it turns out we actually, like the vampires or the werewolves or the Frankensteins or the wolfmen, or I'm getting into reductive, like, horror movie monster names here, because that's what they are. It doesn't matter. All of them have a section there about going, oh well, it turns out we just weren't in Germany between the years of yeah, because they rightfully realized, hey, no, if we have our characters claiming responsibility for this, that is not a good look for anyone.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no. I just remembered Marvel and how they
Oh.
have a character responsible for Hiroshima. And it's a gay black man who accidentally was responsible for a nuclear bomb. And I just love United States military revisionism.
Oh yeah, and that was like that was Disney doing their first gay character thing again.
Yeah,
Disney's
because
first gay character went back in time and bombed Hiroshima. Oh no.
It's almost worse than that. It's the Eternals, which their whole thing is like apparently they
Oh, the
like the
Eternals,
comic
yeah.
wasn't. I remember hearing that the Eternals weren't the most popular story by Jack Kirby, and then this one, it's like like because they're supposed to be like live forever or whatever, and deal with something. And like I remember a lot of people joking before the movie came out, like, oh, how are they gonna explain like why they didn't like do anything about like slavery or anything? Like, did they just are they gonna pull a minions and like, oh, we just were hidden in a cave for XYZ years? Don't worry about
And
it.
then, of
But
course, yeah, they actually do.
unfortunately, they didn't hide in the cave,
Until,
but they
yeah,
still didn't
suddenly.
do anything. And it's like, wow, why would you? I mean, I guess I know why. The whole idea, because it feels like the most cynical answer is they're hoping this idea sticks in some regard, and because like other than the U.S. revisionism, I have no idea why you'd want one of your characters being responsible for one of the for a major atrocity.
I think I know. They want people to stop telling them to actually put in a gay character.
God, the idea of them like being that petty is wild, but like, God. We certainly got to this top.
We created Disney's first gay character. And their last. This. What? Why would you do that?
Yeah,
Was that in the movie, the like the recent one that everyone's making fun of?
Yes.
because it's
Okay,
like,
good, because I
Yeah,
thought that. Yeah.
yeah, the Eternals with Angelina Jolie and all those other actors, I guess. But God, the idea of, I really was expecting them to just like, oh, the Eternals couldn't do some things because something obligation, something they can't mess with the people of Earth too much or something. But no, it's just apparently they were around and they just didn't do anything. Like they could have.
In some cases, they made things actively worse. I'm sorry, I am. Oh,
It's like it's almost what the whole revisionist aspect of it. Like that's fucked up, but like the whole situation, like Disney and Marvel and Disney by association, just like, no, yeah, sure, we're gonna have our character do this, and it's like be responsible for this major atrocity. There's like a comedy in that of that decision making. Of like, yeah.
yeah. Like, the thing is, there are no good choices for what you do there. However, there are many progressively worse ones that have led you here. Yeah. So, I'm gonna quote a bit of TV tropes here, because I remember reading this. The first black character from DC Comics, Black Lightning, first one headlining your own book, Black Lightning. If that's a character you probably haven't heard of, but fair enough. It's like compared to what they originally were going to go with, the writer had a design called the Black Bomber, a white bigot who, in times of stress, turned into a black man. Superpowers, and it's like everyone went, no, don't do this. Seriously, like, we do not want this kind of representation.
I think
And
his like
specifically, his powers were to help him blend in the jungle as a super soldier in the Vietnam War, and it's like, no, this would not have aged well, or indeed at all. Yeah.
God,
There are so many bad decisions that have led to that, and I'm glad that he didn't.
Yeah,
But in the meantime,
yeah.
if like
The best time to have stopped be before you started. The second best is right now.
Yeah, God. I remember
Apparently
hearing about
Black
Black
Lightning still around as a character. Good for him.
Yeah, like
Didn't actually know that.
I watched Static Shock as a kid, or that cartoon, and they had Black Lightning show up there because
Yeah.
for some reason DC has a weird.
Yeah,
like,
it's
almost
a
weird that they
weird
keep
thing
having
about specifically that's the power that is, yeah.
like quite a few like black superheroes get like lightning powers, but you know
It's
they have Static
probably
Shock.
because they
Black
don't
Lightning.
want to give them like super strength because that actually plays into some negative stereotypes, which
Yeah, of
like I understand
Yeah.
they're coming at that from a like they don't want to make that kind of character. And you
Yeah,
go,
like-
fair enough.
but it's just kind of
It's-
funny.
It's
Well,
just
okay.
funny
In
that it
fairness,
leads Yeah.
in fairness, though, Static Shock was originally created by a different comic book company that had like all kinds of black superheroes,
Which you know, good.
and DC bought them out.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I was going to say before
Sure.
we talked over each other, if someone's like, oh, finally, it's the Orochi sword.
Yes, Orochi sword. Time to go in the hole.
Was that yeah? They
What are you saying?
probably called it the grass cutter or the Kusanagi
Yeah, but oh yeah, what you're saying
in the original Japanese. But no, seriously. So that
Oh, you're cutting out, Andy. Like every
Orochi
other
let-
word.
sword out of his tail. Fuck. Damn it. Okay, now.
Okay, now you're hearable.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, that's my favorite part of the Orochi legend is in the myth a sword fell out of his tail when he died.
Oh, his sword fell
They
out
have
of his
there is no explanation at all for this.
Nice.
Yeah, the Kusanagi, aka the grass cutter. One of the 3 legendary treasures of Japan.
Yeah, that explains Dark Soul. Dark Souls.
Yeah, with just various enemies, various dragon enemies dropping swords from their tails being cut off.
Anyway, now that we left them, let's see what's going on. Yeah, we left her bleeding on the floor.
It's
As you do.
fine.
You, please leave this room at once. Uh-huh. No. That is probably the only time I'm gonna actually equip a sword.
No, it's enough for Orochi.
I love just us wizarding up and just applying all the buffs.
Not quite all the buffs, but yeah.
Yeah, I like that scene in Overlord, the anime of the skeleton guy is going, okay, you're not going to attack me until I attack you, so... And then he spends fully 5 minutes just buffing himself.
God.
And there's like a little gag in there, which is the first buff that he puts on himself has ran out by the time he gets to the end, so he just casts it again.
God. You love to see it.
Oh, why is it doing extra damage now?
Ooh. Weird.
There we go. Let's ping Kitty Cat Herder with MMO players before a raid.
Nice.
Makes perfect context in... Sorry, makes perfect sense in context. For all of its flaws, I actually like Overlord as a concept. It's just, yeah. Also, for some reason, the second season rapidly turns into like lizard men romance and politics, and it's like, okay, sure.
You love
Oh.
to see it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, is that where that one lizard girl come from?
Yes, it's where that lizard girl is, and the lizardman who, you know, proposes to her on the spot. It's really cute, actually.
I mean, mood.
Yeah, as isekai anime go, like, it's got a lot of the common stuff of the genre that makes you go, oh, right, yeah. And just enough that it's actually good at points.
I may check it out at some point then. Especially especially to look out for any gags as at least as fun or interesting as I'm going to take 5 minutes to buff myself up.
These sure are fun fights.
Yeah. Especially since Sap doesn't seem to work on this boss, right?
I mean, it does, but rarely.
Must have incredibly high resistance to it.
Especially since it has high defense, naturally.
Yeah.
And its flame attack is just a bitch.
It's just spamming out that flame attack now.
And yeah, now real quick, I just want to say I don't really get the point of the Iron Eye spell, because the idea is it turns into iron and you can't get damage whatsoever, but you also can't. Your whole party cannot take
It's
any
for
actions.
waiting out debuffs or buffs.
Yeah, I guess that makes
It's-
sense.
Yeah.
But wait,
In Dragon
debuffs?
Warrior Monsters, you actually want to like wait out some sometimes enemies just get buffs, double their attack, and you're like, I don't want to deal with this. Just let them waste all their mana attacking.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to
Whatever.
remember, like, I don't think buffs run out in this game. Is the thing. Like, if you cast like increase
Well, we're
or
going
up
to
or
be here
whatever,
a very long time
then yeah, it's just a weird thing because it's hard to know what the enemy's gonna do. Like, if you can know in advance it's gonna do like fireballs, you know, then it's like, okay, time to Iron Eyes because fuck this, fuck being blasted by fire attacks. But you don't.
Oh, there is this. I swear, there is spells that weaken specific elemental stuff.
Yes, I believe that is. I think that's the case. There is one that helps against like fire specifically. Probably because of dragons. Like, I believe that's the case. I'm just trying to find it. Ah, barrier. Oh, Christ. It's a level 32 spell for pilgrims, priests, clerics, whatever. But yeah, barrier. A spell that will protect the entire party against fire-based attacks, whether they're magical or natural in origin. Yeah, it exists, but it's gonna take a while to get. Unfortunately.
Thankfully, it only does that once a turn.
Yeah.
Ugh. And you know it's not a magical attack and it doesn't take MP.
Yeah, because wagons. They can just keep.
Fuck
doing it.
off! Maybe it does it more if your HP's up a certain point? Nope. Wait, what? Okay. I just don't get this, boss. Fuck. Heal more. We really need heal us. A critical hit. I don't even want to. Oh, it did it twice. Yeah, I'm grinding. Fuck this.
Fair enough.
Oh, the power at Kitty Cat Hers house went down. It really is a stream of things just constantly happening.
Yep, everything is happening all the time.
Really losing patience with this stream. Dharma.
Like again, if you want to call the stream early for whatever reason, we always understand.
Yeah, I'm gonna go a bit further, and if I'm still feeling it, then I'll call it early. That's a manji. A manji.
Yep, please don't demonetize us.
I swear, if it chooses that as the thumbnail, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
If it chooses Orochi, then that's appropriate.
Yep.
Also, gotta change my equipment. Oh, no wait, no I don't. Fuck you. Going to grind up sages, and then snort them.
Okay, I can give you cooking advice if you want it, but you have to choose to follow it yourself.
Fuck off. Stream probably is going to get called early anyway because of the inconvenience earlier. Really into the time for the stream. Hey, Ozaru! Nobody likes you. I should probably have the map open to that part of the game.
Yep.
Yeah, that's wrong way. Okay, I know what I'm doing now. It's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day out there. Sun shining, birds are singing, and days like this, kids like you.
Should be playing Nintendo games.
Thanks, Sans.
That's actually a line from Earthbound. Oh god, speaking of Earthbound, I learned something cursed.
Yep, tell
and
us your curse
shared
knowledge.
it with everyone. But basically, the South Park RPGs are also based on Earthbound.
Dark Undertale.
Yep. There you count as quirky Earthbound-inspired RPGs. For worse. For the worst. Ah, fuck this. plating so rarely works in this game. Oh, right, this bullshit.
ASMR breathing on the microphone. Welcome
I had to
back.
double check that I had my mute on. You might have been talking about me.
I just realized what I'm supposed to do. This is a stream of nothing accomplished. Nope, that didn't work. Actually, I wonder. You know, at least Nocturne has like a meter to show how close to a random encounter you're gonna get. That didn't work. Okay. Although SMT2 had that counter first. Fuck. But yeah, that's a neat bit of design. Okay. That's nowhere. That's also nowhere. Great.
We're on the road to nowhere. Yeah. So I don't know where you're going either.
I'm going to that place with all the mill slimes.
Uh-huh. Oh, we're level grinding, yeah.
Ah, crap.
Yep.
Nope, that was wrong. I made all the wrong decisions in life. Great beak. Why don't you drop me a book? No, that's in the original version. Mary, you're level 20.
Yes, I am. Are you going to keep leveling me so I get, like, better healing spells, or...
Well, yeah, I don't have any other option.
Yep.
Other than change you to a different class that's not Sage, but no.
Yeah, then you have to level me up 20 more times.
Okay. I can do this. I can. I have no idea what I'm doing. Sunk chuckles.
I mean, the Chaos Emeralds.
I am so bad at this game.
Obama chuckled.
I cannot wait for more Sonic Destruction.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
am still going back, looking at animatics of it, and just completely losing it at like completely inconsequential lines. Why don't you sit over there? Says Shadow, pointing to the bathtub. Just that whole conversation with Shadow, like trying to explain the plot that's going on, and Sonic just going, "You know what, Shadow? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Get out of my house."
What's great is he challenged he challenged Sonic to say if he's ever gotten a haircut, and he just says we're hedgehogs.
We're hedgehogs.
And then he
What's
challenged
your favorite food?
Chili
Chili
dogs.
dogs? Have you ever eaten one? Shadow, get out of my house. Yeah, it is just amazing.
It too. In Sonic and the Black Knight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he does. He does in the opening sequence, you're right.
Sonic
just-
ate 2 chili dogs. Yep.
Like he eats them
Plenty
whole.
of them in the cartoon. Yeah,
Just-
I'm assuming that you've also seen Sonic Destruction and you actually know what we're talking about, otherwise it's wee baffling. It's that Snapcube real-time fan dub that they just fed a script
know what
into
you're talking
AI
about.
dungeon. Yeah, okay, good. So anyone watching at home, it's just they fed a script into AI Dungeon and it came back out with an amazingly stupid plot for a Sonic franchise thing. And then of course they just read it all in character. It generated like an OC for them. It's
Jason
like the
King.
mayor of Station Square that somehow just makes it perfect that AI Dungeon has its own OC. This is really attached to.
Jason King. Also, characters just pop up out of nowhere at random points. Like Elise is there, and she her first line is just her asking Shadow a question in a scene she wasn't in before. And honestly, some of the best stuff comes from her. She's really twisted in that. Heal more and Firebait. That really should help out.
Ooh, heal more. That's a good one.
I have to go to like a king to check how much experience for each level. But, oh right, whistle.
Hear its cry.
God, the blood whistle episode of Midnight Marinara just sort of caught me by surprise.
Blood Whistle is
Yeah,
I would say it's a classic of creepypasta, but that might imply that it's good. It's not, but it is astoundingly bad.
yeah, I've seen other people read it in the past. Is it immune or did that miss? SMT would tell you if it was immune or missed. Speaking of which, I'm probably getting SMT 5 for Christmas, probably. So I have that to look forward to. Oh, great. That was great. I love it. Oh good, the one I've done the most damage to fled. This is more annoying than than finding something in Metroid Dread only to find out it's yet another Shine Spark puzzle. They went way overboard with those in that game. I am missing a comical amount. Okay, just checking to see what you were typing, if anything.
Hmm?
Because I was hearing typing.
Alright. Sorry, I'm kind of still typing fanfiction in another window and I forget every time I press control. Yeah. Got it set to push to talk, but I don't have a good key for it. And also this keyboard kind of sticks now, so I should probably replace it.
Yeah, I've Shift B your push to talk button.
That'd be a catastrophically bad idea and you know it.
Yeah. Going to go be a Orochi and then I think I'm gonna call it, because this week has been, man, today and last time were just bad for streams. someone to make a jello thing of metal slime. Probably not use metal in it.
Mercury, sweetest of transition metals.
Transgender metals, you say?
That's not what transition metal is, but sure, I'll let you have it.
Oh, of course.
Yep, there absolutely are. Dragon Quest slime molds for, well, this is for ice cubes, but you can make jelly with them. At least small jellies.
Small. I saw a kitten today while going on a walk.
Kitten?
It like hid under some stairs, but yeah, I saw it.
Meow, 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 meow.
Love it. Alright, level 15. Hopefully that's enough. Numb off. Numb off and raw magic.
Yeah, earlier on over in BB Gun Show server, I was watching Bad Space King streaming a Pokemon Coliseum ROM hack.
Oh, neat.
This is, you know, interesting. Haven't actually seen anyone play that game in years.
I actually, in another server, someone was talking about, Pokemon Coliseum. How they liked the look of the main character and how all battles were trainer battles.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting design decisions in that game.
Yeah, all battles are also double battles, so that's interesting. Give me that sword. How about we become the annoying people who increase our defense too much? Hopefully that also increases our dodge chance. Okay. Heal. Heal more. Okay, fuck off with that. Sap. 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 Okay, unaffected and nothing happens. That's two different messages. That possibly means I've like drained his defense enough. Okay, that's just a fireball. Which is different from breathing fire. Very straightforward of you, game. That reminds me of this one armor in Dragon Quest IV. I may have talked about it already, but there's this one armor. Okay,
Yeah,
fireball
there's one
and
armor.
then breathe that sap fire. What the fuck? Anyway, there's an armor that like reflects magic attacks. Actually, it reflects all magic, not just attacks, which includes healing spells and revival spells.
Ah, so your classic zombie armor, or what's the one? Bone plate or something?
No, it reflects all magic. It doesn't.
No, it doesn't just make you immune to it.
Yeah. And the thing is, there are many attacks in that game that don't count as magic, but are like elemental attacks like that.
Yeah, there's spell-like abilities.
They're not spells. And I thought the battle against Orochi and Kami was bad. Uh. Ugh. Okay, I just... The one in Okami was bad because it took too long. It wasn't really difficult. It just took a while. Because you had to take out all 8 heads.
Yeah. Wouldn't be a proper Orochi boss fight without having to fight 8 heads separately.
Yeah, this thing's only 5-headed. Okay, that's just
Yeah.
a fireball.
To be fair, like, it barely fits the 5 heads.
Yeah, it was definitely a limitation of the NES.
Yeah, I can understand them just dropping it to 5 for sprite limitations.
Okay, that's also a fireball. Yeah, enemies' attacks are random. Just random.
Yeah, so they can just spam out their ultimate attacks 6 times in a row.
Or just do this weak fireball. Ugh. great boss design, guys. Although I say that knowing there are some pretty bad bosses later on in Dragon Quest. Still, at least it's not Bed of Chaos from Dark Souls.
Dark Souls.
The game that was named the Ultimate Game or whatever.
Yep, named the greatest game of all time. In a completely fair Game Facts poll, probably. I don't know. Oh?
Turns out that Himiko was actually Orochi, the story explained for you. Well, I mean, it's not that big a place.
Yeah. There's like 6 people who live there.
Yeah, I know. I mean, yeah, there's supposed to be like some compression going on, but still. Orb.
Orb.
A plorb.
Orb.
I mean, I gotta
I've,
finish up.
Oh, welcome back.
I've shown you my orbs. Please respond.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of that wizard orb meme.
It's fun.
Except it's like the same 3 instances of it, and it's like, okay, yeah.
I actually own the book. That picture, the original version of that picture is from. That's Saruman. It's
Nice.
I kid you, it's like it's from a Lord of the Rings choose your own adventure.
There's a choose. Oh, I guess
Call-
it makes sense, yeah.
What was Orthanc? Is that what his tower was called?
Yep. Tower was called Orphan.
Yeah. Yeah, it's called A Spy in Orthanc.
Oh no,
And-
spy there, how terrible.
No, and Isengard, sorry. A
Isengard,
spy-
Guard.
A Spy in Isengard. And it was basic. Yes. And you basically, and I realize how non-canon this is, but you played as Saruman's apprentice, and basically you defect.
Speaking of Saruman, why was he helping the villains anyway?
Because
He
a
wanted to
new
create his
power,
own
that's
ring
what
of
it is.
power.
Yeah. Basically, he just like did it as a power grab.
He wanted to be able, and he figured if he could examine the One Ring, he could make his own, and then either partner or take over from Sauron.
Hmm. Huh. Strange. Well, I guess, like, an angel. So he's like Lucifer in that he's an angel who wants power. Because he's essential. Like, the wizards are essentially angels. I just.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
I just.
So were the Balrogs.
Yeah, the Balrogs were like corrupted by the ring, right? Or something like that.
No, they just fell in general. Balrogs existed way before the ring. They were the servants. They were the servants of Sauron's boss. Not Mordor. Wait, what was his? Oh, nuts. Give me a second. Morgoth.
Morgoth.
That's it. who used to be known as Melkor.
Uh,
Some of the Ents into trolls.
oh. You apparently was cut off after you said you used to be Elcor or something. Or like
Yeah.
Gilnoth or whatever.
Yeah. Morgoth was Sauron's boss, and he's basically the Lucifer
Yeah, he's the Lucifer.
of the series. He's Satan, basically. And he was the one who like created trolls and stuff by corrupting Ents.
Huh. Trolls are tree people. Is that why they stop moving during the day or something?
They turned to stone if they got caught in the sunlight. Probably the corruption reversed their tree nature or something like that.
Yeah. So, like, we got a Plorb, and I really should continue watching Chip Cheesen's Final Fantasy VII Remake LP. Because they call orbs, like, yellow orbs, yorbs, red orbs, orbs. Plorbs, you know. And also, he is going to do the integrated DLC stuff. Which, boy, am I upset that that is not coming to PS4. That's the version I got. And I am not getting a PS5 in a long time.
I think I know what's happening. Freaking Discord
Of
is
course.
thinking I'm already disconnected because I'm on mute for so long. I just don't want it to hear all the nonsense in my background. So it's disconnecting me, thinking I'm disconnected already.
Yeah. I just got pushed to
Talk
talk
about
on
self-fulfilling
and
prophecy.
still kept hitting control because I was like saving something I was typing every few seconds. Just undoing changes and stuff.
Yeah, this is the
I
cursed
need a better
session.
achievement. Then again, I need a better headset.
Damn it. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I'm just... Yeah, this session is cursed. We should probably end it now.
Yep. So return next week and see if we've broken the curse, or if we shall forevermore be trapped as
Okay, then I call you
stone.
James?
Yeah, it's okay that you call me James.
Alrighty. Just checking.
She, well, honestly, that's the only name that I really call her by. It's,
Like, you can call me Dark as well.
yeah, Dark, Wizard, James, Mason, all acceptable names apparently. It just feels weird to use any of the others. And, like, again, feel really awkward overhearing, like, you talking to someone there, but on the other hand, I kind of already knew that name from your
It's a dead name.
copy. Yeah, same as mine if you see it.
Yeah, so I guess, yeah, I guess this session is done, so.
Yeah. Well, I hope you have, a better rest of the week. Again, if you're still feeling this bad on Saturday, like, don't feel bad about, like, skipping out on the stream or something. But if
Yeah,
not, I'll be there.
yeah, it's probably a good thing to just like. It's like a holiday, so.
Yeah, and there's American holidays that I just do not get because I wasn't raised with them.
It's fine. It's kind of a bad one anyway, so.
Yeah, it is. It's two bad holidays in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for streaming. Bye.
Bye.